Studio Blue Radio is proud to present Raffa Music Show by Raffaela Madaffari. Check the microphone.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Raffa Music Show here on Studio Blue Radio. I'm Raffy, and today I have a very special guest, Mauro Lacandia from Tarantola.
Hello everyone.
Hello, hello. How are you today?
All good, all good.
Good?
In a, let's say, a bit of a grey London, but all good, yes.
Yeah, it's rainy here too today, so
Yeah,
we need that sunny summer weather.
totally.
So, all right, we will just kind of jump right into it. Tell us the origin of Tarantola.
Of course, as you might guess from the name of the band is referring to the spider, Tarantula, but also is referring to the legend of my hometown, of my homeland, which says there is this spider that bites people and induces them into a state of trance that can only be cured through love or dance or music or, let's say, eros in a more sexual way, let's say. But yeah, and when I moved to London, I was playing my music as a songwriter, but I was missing the connection with home, my hometown. And so I thought that would be a great idea to unify the sound and the legend and the tradition, let's say, of Puglia, the hill of Italy, basically, with a new, town where I was going to live in, which was London. So let's say we mixed the sonority of South Italy with, more Brit, modern music, let's say. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, traditional Italian music and reggae dub are quite different from each other.
Yes, they are totally different, but at the same time they kind of share some rhythmical patterns where the two music can blend and can meet. Even, of course, if they come from two different cultures, let's say, they still, find many common points. And for example, we can kind of say as dub music is kind of a music that is meant to very repetitive, and intended to bring into a state of mind, into a like almost meditative kind of vibe. Same thing, South Italian music and all the world music and more older, music cultures, they are there to, with these continuous rhythms going on and on and on. But at the same time, Puglia, and let's say the southern part of Puglia, is what for 20 years now has been called the Jamaica of Italy.
Really?
Just because, yes, for the landscapes, for the weather, of course, for other reasons connected to a high use of specific plants, let's say, for medical reasons, but also for other reasons, and but at the same time, all the artists that I grew up with and I've been listening to were, reggae artists that dominated the Italian scene in the last 20, probably even 30 years. And such, yeah. And so, of course, they influenced me massively. Yeah.
Absolutely. So is that what kind of inspired you to go the reggae dub route?
Yeah, totally. And at the same time, let's say that we are working with some producers, and these producers are the producers of the band that we used to listen to when we were younger and kids. So of course they are influencing us literally in the production techniques, in the sounds, in the choices that we make, etc., I guess. Yeah.
Is there a large Jamaican community in London where you are, where your kind of music is being well received?
Yeah, basically I live in northwest London, which basically was until, let's say, 10 years ago, the real core of reggae music in London, and all the Jamaican communities that came here in the 60s, they were all established in northwest London, but also in south London. So there was this area, Arsden and Willesden, and in the south of London instead, the one that now is much more famous, which is Brixton. Yeah. So it's super full of many Jamaican communities and all across London, but these are the main areas. Yeah.
That's so cool. Hi everyone, hope you're enjoying the Raffa Music Show here on Studio Blue Radio. Up next we have the song Hijab by Miko Argiro featuring Pietra Montecorvino. Enjoy!
Mika Argiro des Millennials.
Il tè marocchino alle 3 del mattino, ti si muove l'hijab, ti si muove l'hijab. Mi guardi, sorridi e mi cacci la lingua e poi ti sposto l'hijab. Che ci provi a fare se sei già il finale? Saltellera l'hijab. La trama è lavorata, all'intreccio lo metto io. Ci si muove l'hijab, mi prendi con forza, non sembri nemmeno della tua età. Vino di Shiraz, candele e fiori, saltellera l'hijab. Scappo di corsa se sento un rumore e mi porto l'hijab, e mi porto l'hijab. Se mi trova tuo padre mi ammazzi a ragione, seppelliscimi con l'hijab. Non si offende la tua pelle se sono un maiale, mi porterò l'hijab.
L'amore vero non tiene nazione, non tiene regione, dialetto e canzone. Sono intelligente e sospiro, so bella e anche bella nera.
So bella e anche bella nera.
Sono intelligente e sospiro, il tè marocchino.
A tuo cuore un coppo beat,
le 3 del mattino.
a tuo cuore un coppo beat.
Se poca stanza e sospiro, su occhi azzurri e occhi nera.
Su occhi azzurri e occhi nera.
Se poca stanza e sospiro.
Mika Argiro des Millennials.
So, when did you move to London?
Oh, now it's almost 9 years, and it feels like yesterday, to be fair. And yeah, and I moved to London mainly because I wanted to study songwriting, and so I've done my first degree in songwriting, and then I finished last year my master degree in songwriting. And yeah, so this was the main reason. But of course, then being here, you know, I started working with music. I started playing with many bands and collaborating with many artists here, and it's becoming my, let's say, second home.
Yeah. So all the members of Tarantola there in London, where you are?
Yeah, all the members of the band are in London, and we are from different parts of the world, to be fair. And we are Italian. We are 2 Italians, Greece, Brazil, and England. Yeah, so we are a bit of a big mix. And anyway, all the people that came into the band, they were from different areas of the world, or let's say from different countries, and so this also explains a bit the various changes in the sound that we have during the years. Yeah.
So your first single, is it Rogue Circus?
Yes, one.
Yeah, that came out in 2019.
Yeah.
How did it feel to release your first project as Tarantola?
And well, it was extremely exciting because in the same day we had our first concert with the new formation, let's say, with the new band and the new style and the new ideas and the new album coming up. And we had this single release launch party in one of the most, you know, well-known reggae venues in London, but also a bit of gypsy, ska, a bit of everything really. And this place was sold out, and it was so packed that people were basically queuing until the gates outside, and we were like shocked. So basically, because basically this was my first concert after 8 months of stop due to an operation to my vocal cords.
Oh wow.
So when we went back there and all this energy and all these things coming together so well, literally I couldn't hold my tears. I just, cried all my, all the months of stop out.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing. Yeah, it's been.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
The last song I was listening to before we started our call was I Drank. And there's your earlier stuff, there's definitely a different sound than the more recent stuff. What caused that kind of change in sound?
All right. There are, I would say, few reasons. But okay, of course, for in a very practical way, different people and different musicians might bring different sounds into the overall sound of a band. So definitely, for example, we started with this Irish whistle player, which of course it was literally, bringing us towards a very folky vibe.
Yeah, kind of like almost like a shanty kind of
music.
Yeah,
exactly. Like, and at the same time a bit like Dropkick Murphys, this kind of style. They're in USA as well. They go very well.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it was incredible how rhythms from Ireland, for example, this dun 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 dun, was just blending so well with the sound of South Italy as well. So we were experimenting, let's say, with the years, with time, with different people. But at the same time, one of the main reasons, and still in a very practical way, was the playing this kind of gypsy, super fast-paced music was literally taking our breath away on stage. And when we had to do 3-4 concerts in a row, we were literally feeling like we'd been in a fight and we'd been beaten up. You know what I mean? All our bodies was swollen, all our bodies were literally in pain, and we needed literally 1 week of stop to recover, basically.
Right.
At the same time, I was missing some simplicity in communicating the messages of our song, because the other songs were very busy in the content, very busy in the arrangement, very busy in the energy.
Right.
And so we kind of needed to simplify the message and convey it in a much simpler way as well. And with reggae music, which is the music that I grew up with anyway, it's easier, for example, to sing, to take a breath, and also this really helps you to connect more with the audience and project what you really have inside. And just to finish this, also since we decided to do reggae music, it's much easier for us to know where we belong and from a moral point of view, but also from a, unfortunately we need to talk about it as well, from a business point of view, right? Because you know where you fit. For example, you know who to send your stuff to, you know who is the people that listen to your music, you know where they are located, which one are the interests, etc, etc. So this is helping us massively, because now we fit somewhere and we can measure the growth or the decrease, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So you've only released singles so far.